What's up with y'all? It's Kid, DJ Kid Gaming. Y'all gotta check something out. This live stream gonna be my NFL prediction of the Seahawks being the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday evening wild card. It's gonna be crazy. We gonna win for sure. I'm not doubting my team. Yeah, we gonna win for sure. You know, we putting us on all Madden to make it feel like we playing against somebody and a rookie. Madden, and we gonna start it up. 15 minutes each quarter. We gonna play an overcast. Forget it, I'm a little sick, bruh. I'm sorry, I'm sick.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
First time using the PlayStation.
Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call. Our Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Make this feel like it's a real game.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
All right, we're finna get it started.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. Carson Wentz bringing out the Philadelphia Eagles, and the big news for the quarterback for Philly, he's just been healthy all year. Knock on wood, you know, the injury, the ACL issues that he's had to deal with. And maybe not the numbers that he had a couple of years ago when he was an MVP candidate, threw 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, but a solid enough season certainly to have the Eagles in a division battle with the Cowboys going down the stretch in the NFC East.
Look at those superstars.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
We got 4. We got 10. Check 26, check 26.
Working for the gun. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's wrong. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a start right out of them.
Teammates. They was actually my football teammates, but I was saying that I can't even play defense for real because I'm a whole offensive player. It just feel right playing offense and not defense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And Sanders has it poked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Hey, take it.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on a fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Pick up the ball. I mean, I played. Well, nah. That was only a JV. I played defense, linebacker.
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
I played corner too.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
I used to be a little good, but now I try playing corner. I'm not even good at it anymore.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Football going back to the Eagles, and Charles, this Eagles team and the Cowboys, what an interesting NFC East race this turned out to be this season. A lot of people thought it would be these 2 teams neck and neck. Well, they were right, but they thought the records would be a touch better. But if you keep it germane to the Eagles, what has gone right, what has gone wrong this year for them?
Well, what's gone right is that they have a good culture that they battle. Because this season could have gone totally south for Philadelphia. Because they had a number of injuries. They went through some losing stretches. And the whole thing could have gotten away from them. but they hung in there and battled all the way to the end. What went wrong? Receivers. By the end of the season, they were playing with guys that were bringing up from the practice squad, signing off of other teams' practice squads. None of the starters that were expected to be their front line guys
had so many
were available down the stretch for Philadelphia and their quarterback.
It was only Bobby Wagner, and there was somebody else. It wasn't. Oh no, it might have been.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now wins.
What is
and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Who said that just failed?
On the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
It was a
make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the times that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
That's 20. Who was 20? I forgot his name. This dude.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
They just started climbing.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
It is 4. Wait, it's 4th for 3rd. This happened. Yeah, that's 4. We're finna block this. We gotta block
so on
this.
comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott.
That's a body,
down. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one.
Oh, what's he doing?
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50.
See, the Dolphins did that against y'all.
20, 10.
And y'all tried to come back and do that to us.
It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Yeah. They tried to get us back from the Dolphins. They thought we was the Dolphins, but we wasn't. They lost to the Dolphins.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz.
I was just covering him.
And he pulls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Good stop, good stop.
Go. 20.
They don't mean go to it, bro.
Let's go, baby.
Play action. Now Wentz.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
What's the goal?
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Did he force the other one? Not the field goal one, but
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I'm chasing down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. He took a great angle right there. And down inside the 15 he goes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
You got stiff more than the Rams and the Cardinals, I think.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I meant to look back at that play, bro. I never did. At the,
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott.
Don't hit him.
The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check 52.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Once again with Sanders.
Come on now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Play with him on defense.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and
Dang,
goal.
I just noticed Wayne never been on offense yet.
With a tackle for loss.
We all know how he
I've been
became one of the
defense.
most famous
That's why I've
players
been
in
feeling like
football,
I've been
don't we?
clowning, bro.
That one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
He was coming. He was coming a little bit.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he was...
Hold up. Marshawn Lynch, you come back in light. I can't right now. Travis Homer. Alright, come on.
Able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers.
Even though we win
in
that
this
game,
case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Lynch gets by him, and now a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Travis Homer, where you at? There you go.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane.
Oh,
and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup at 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon,
When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
I feel like this game for me is defense. To be honest.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This is Homer. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I don't know why I keep thinking Marshawn Lynch just played the 49ers game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going on the ground with Homer. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Because of defense.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run this with Homer. Uses the spin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
I'm going to be all up in that game because I'm trying to wait for the Seahawks to play the Cincinnati Bengals, man.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
First down, the run with Lynch. And shedding his way forward. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now it's Wilson. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No.
Until like
Davis from the top
5
row.
Eagles ran into him.
I like it. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0.
They already beat the Eagles.
So that drive spans 13 plays.
Like
and
said,
it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The same season, but the Eagles came back, so came back to one of the
and after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
See, you get flipped, you're not blocking me. You get flipped.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people, touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And now a throw on first down.
Oh my God, bro! If you would have caught that,
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be second down.
Seen that coming.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th.
Who
do you see as the main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Aguilar has it.
So we beat the
and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
See, this what
it's
happens.
A good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
If I'm playing Jadavion,
we used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive
other players, they get to
in this
work.
case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
I'm gonna stay with the day run. I don't care if they score or not. Just gotta get him this.
They'll run with Sanders.
See?
And
That's
a
what I'm talking
minuscule
about.
gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that was a user.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing his Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here's Nutty Wentz.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And Elliott puts this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Seahawks back onto the field here, getting set for their next drive. You know, this is a team that great record this year, double digits and wins again, but they have played a lot of close games in 2019, haven't they?
They think it's character building, and they think it's going to serve them well come the cauldron of the playoffs. That when you play those intense games, those close games, they've been there before. Look at them. They beat the Steelers by 2. They beat the Bengals by 1 on opening day. How about the game against the Browns? Just by 4 against them on the road. A field goal better than the Niners in overtime. So they've been there. They understand it. There's an author named Angela Duckworth who wrote a book called Grit a few years ago. Pete Carroll, the head coach, really bought into that idea of having a gritty, tough team. And we've seen evidence of it in 2019.
That's a great point, though. Come playoff time, if it's a one-score game down the stretch, they're not going to be daunted. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit.
You gotta watch that. Tyler Lockett at. Did you just clown? What you all hyped up for? What? I'm confused. I'm so confused.
The wave swarmed him under.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Tyler Lockett, I'm trying to use pop shot to you, which is going crazy.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
Trying to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
I just got
nowhere to run there.
They said Jadeveon Clowney.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Because his removed from the Eagles game.
They go counter with Howard.
Don't y'all see him doing that?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yesterday.
Tremendous blocking by the interior offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
All right, come on. We still in that second quarter, bro.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now Howard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
See, Davion do his own thing. I don't know the hell. I'll go with the coach and he'll still be climbing.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wentz.
Yeah,
nowhere to go here.
Hey, give me that fumble, bro. Davion, bro.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result.
Bro, I'm actually liking Travis Homer's running, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's get the offense right now.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Yeah, not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Oh,
and he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
First catch of the game.
And
first
able
reception.
to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That was supposed to be yo.
This one is down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
What did I just pick?
The first of their timeouts.
I tried
so they take it over.
I tried to trick everybody. And
on comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
This one taken just inside the 10.
That's 2 times in a row. The kick returner has been tackled by the kicker. Dude.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunk. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown.
See, because that just messed me up trying to go to the game.
Play there. 63 yards.
I only scored because I
messed up. Strike quickly for 6.
Kept switching to everybody.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away.
I know you ran into
and he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
That don't make sense. Look at this. This is what Madden need to fix. If somebody gonna run into each other, because if we run into each other in real life, we all fall down. Madden, make them fall down. You making them, all you doing is making his leg go in the air. He got a whole leg glitching or lagging into his leg. You should have made it under his leg or something, and Medugo should have failed. And here go Griffin. All that space right there in between y'all, and you couldn't grab his leg right there. What you did was you running after him. You stutter stepped backwards. Or actually, you stopped running for a little minute. And that's exactly why you missed. At least try grabbing his ankle or something. That's what Madden need to fix. Yeah, get up like you messed up. You did mess up.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. And they're able to get the connection on a long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown.
Hey, I'm not winning. Stop.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, he's going to go to 25. 75% chance that
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun.
First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, and now he bowls it over. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And just stop the run where you put it in for a whole touchdown. I'm tired for it. You act like you just came out from They must want me to throw a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
What is?
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
What is he doing?
Picked up by the Eagles. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Did he smack the ball out of his hand,
to an abbreviated version of the
all
EA
I was doing was speeding up,
Halftime Report.
You know,
this one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point,
and moving forward.
You gotta expect we'll see more of the same.
I didn't hit anyone at all.
And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon God.
I'm confused.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we
Marshawn Lynch. This is why Travis Homer is still starting over you. Just because of this beat. Ooh. Tyler Lockett? 2 blocks at the same time? Alright, forget that, bro. Where you at? I want to look at this. When did I ever pitch the ball back? I had 2 of my fingers on 2 buttons. That's it. That's some BS, bro. Cause you know what he could have did? He could have took this. Dang. He went flying at his legs. Dang. Y'all see that? But anyways, he could have took this. He could have broke his ankles. He could have went.
Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Don't get back in the game for me, bro.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A little juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
I swear to God, like I did not press everything.
Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
I need to be talking to Marshawn Lynch on that bench. Why over there complaining?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got room. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Come on, bro.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
That was like the stupidest face mask.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 30 after a gain
why
of
you
3.
keep running to the same side?
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff looking right.
Oh,
Now he pulls him over. And
Homer
he'll be a
is...
couple yards shy of the red zone here at the
I wasn't
22-yard
even...
line.
Nah, I didn't even
7 yards there and a first down.
Y'all just seen that, though? Bruh. Because I don't even know what I was doing. The whole play looked like he was finna turn back this way, but I turned back. That wasn't even a play. I turned back that way. Misdirection. This dude. Us. I knew he's finna get tackled down right there. So I let go of the buttons. I didn't press nothing else, bro. Boom. I let go. I still got my fingers off the buttons. Boom, boom. He's still clowning. Y'all saw the little Earl. I couldn't get him down. He got back up himself. Oh my God.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Like a moving machine.
Broken tackle on
Remember
that
Hollister
one.
by
And then
Jacob
they get him to
Hollister?
the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more.
Like
Right?
he still
Maybe
got
they
his
get the
leg
first
up on the
score.
bench. He's
That
still
doesn't
standing
happen.
up. Them three
It
still
looks
sitting
almost
there.
insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see
Like
how
for
hard
the
they play
last,
the rest
like,
of the game.
Now
5 minutes,
Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
He must be coming out. Off the sideline with
That
some heat.
time, a 9-play drive. And it all
Yeah,
culminates with a
Kendrick's
Seattle
gonna sit down as soon
score.
as I say so.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh,
And he
dude.
breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
He still got a perfect one.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Wentz trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one
Give me
home.
that pick 6, bro.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Let me see something, because I don't think Brandon, hold up. I don't think he was sitting on the bench with him. I don't think he was. I'm trying to look right quick. He wasn't. Oh no. Told y'all they was finna come out some heat.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
All right.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have a good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside.
They hyping it though.
On the catch there, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Okay.
And boy, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Who was that? I'm just curious, bro. Somebody was just getting hyped because KJ Wright, I guess, got his 43. Oh yeah, 43, bro.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side, Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play.
Yeah,
when you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
I just been clowning, bro.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check down.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Oh, bro.
It's Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Trey Flowers, bro. I think, bro, yes, I was.
51 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Then you gonna jump. Nah.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Elliott on for the extra point.
This is a block right here.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Y'all still gotta catch up by 18.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Okay, try to go for 2. Score 1 touchdown, 2nd touchdown, 3rd touchdown. Will be time. Or just kick out once.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. A spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't
ain't
drop
none
it.
of our receivers
Yeah, in
super
that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
It's just Russell Wilson
how
on
about
the offense, I
that?
think.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't
Yeah,
help
it's
them
just
in
Russell
contract
Wilson,
time.
if I'm not mistaken.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I'm just start throwing the ball
with a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
Oh, good.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Dude, Trey Flowers, man. I'm about to replace you with. I know it's me, but dude.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Howard, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I'm trying to.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels.
Get out.
Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz.
No, Jadavion. What is
that? Is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown.
I swear on everything.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles get a score closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Yep.
All right.
Now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Wilson's got it complete. And he went nowhere.
This dude,
backwards,
why?
back to the 33. It's a loss
Why
of a
don't got
yard
him
there.
in?
It's 2nd down.
See, that's what we're talking about, man.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
I tried to throw it.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
I ain't seen Hollis returning in a minute at all, man.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one
I just picked a passing play, bro.
To the deck behind the line of
That's
scrimmage.
what I'm talking about, bro.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I swear on everything I just picked a passing
play. I didn't know
play.
if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Him is back to 18.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on. And now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Sanders.
No defense.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh.
And he connects with Ertz.
No.
Look at him go. And he is down deep in the Seattle
It's always done more times.
A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
This speed, though, you finally got up there with him. I guess if you run it behind him, you don't get him. Is that the problem? I'm trying to dive at somebody. That's what I keep doing. I'm not even trying to hit stick him no more. I'm trying to dive at him. I gotta stop, man. Because y'all witnessing that's happening in the backfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
They ain't winning this 4th quarter.
Wentz now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
No peas.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It is literally...
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They're trying to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This is taken at the 3. Gets past one man.
Up to the 41-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. They'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Homer. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
I didn't even see no face mask for him.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
What a face mask? Hold on, what? Alright, I kind of see it.
In these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That's caught by Hollister. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Let's freaking go, man. Lynch, I'm finna give you one more chance, bro. Only because it's the end of the game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's taken down to the 7 after a gain of 7. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete to, I think, a Whiteside. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second. Nowhere to go here.
And
he lost the football.
Give me that. Knew that was coming, man.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're
it's like every time bro, I swear, this whole game, every time Jadeveon Clowney touched Carson Wentz, man, it was a fumble.
On the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it,
I can assure you
as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
He keep going to 8.
On that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Stop them. They finna run it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. An Eagle first down.
RPOs for the kick out guys. I see they're coming.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Camera? I'm not talking about that.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Here's Wentz to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Yeah.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's working on a string of 8 straight completions. A give to Howard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wentz going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit
for
hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Blake Hurts.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
First off, before I look at the play, try to challenge it. See, look, I can't even challenge it. That's what I'm talking
about. And a pause in the action because
they probably do that because
they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
I think 1 foot was down. Because as soon as he got the ball in his hand, his foot came up. It's not a touchdown. Alright, I'll let y'all think what y'all want to think.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all total. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Or the 2nd time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch.
Hey,
brought down somewhat
that's a
awkwardly here, and a late
make your
flag
whole
as
team
well.
run.
I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Katie Tyler Lockett.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Lynch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. On 1st down, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing now is Wentz. He's good. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles.
Unless you got 1 minute and 55 seconds.
And another nice play there to help preserve the
lead. Game left.
It's been a game of punch counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
To get you your touchdown.
But this time the
your
big
second
swing
touchdown
was taken and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And of course, I thought
they'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
That's exactly what happened.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Lynch. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt.
Stupid.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 11, a little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down.
That's impossible.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He looked to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Regulation time.
Pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yards about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Yo, use the bathroom. I'm trying to hurry up and throw you a second snapper. They take it too long, bro. I can't even skip this, bro. Hey.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything. This one's not yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
I can't skip this, bro. Like, y'all know how to say
probably going to rely on the
X to
onside
skip, but I can't skip
they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial two-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this two-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the two, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a two-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time Lynch fights free yet again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game.
48-45. Remember that score for Sunday?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
7 tackles.
Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
It's called being in the zone.
They're thinking they're not going to do it.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew.
Oh, now let
I'm
me
Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
With that, we say so long from Philly.
Can't go to the bathroom. I'm going to lay this on for a little minute. Actually, you know what? Turn this off.